Alright, hello everyone. So today we will be talking about one of my favorite PS2 games I probably ever played, um, and that would be Okami. So Okami, just in case you're wondering, is just another word for great god or great spirit. Okami was also developed by Clover Studios and published by Capcom. So it was like one of their niche projects back in the PS2 era. I believe it was made in 2007 and '06 in Japan, so pretty close together. Normally there's some distance between that. And you play as this cute little, well, she's not little, but this wolf named Amaterasu. And you come to find out Amaterasu is the sun god, and goes around basically helping people and preventing disasters and using her divine powers from the heavens to rid the world of darkness. That's essentially what Okami is. But the cool thing about it is there's a lot of things that you're able to use and do when it comes to getting rid of some of those darknesses. And just so you know, the game does, look like this. It's like this cool paintbrush style, like everything looks like it's painted. The whole game looks like a beautiful watercolor painting. So I actually really like that part of the game. So then now that they're talking about Orochi, which was this crazy several-headed beast that descended upon the land, and a maiden sacrificed herself at the festival every year, like it's saying there. And the dog Amaterasu actually came to save one of the maidens once. There she is. There's Ami. But yeah, so Japanese mythology and folklore. She uses her celestial brush, which is at the tip of her tail. So her tail is literally a brush. So initially they're also talking about how they didn't really trust her at first. They thought she was just a monster that belonged to Orochi. They also talk about this often in the story. Shiranai is the original dog, and then Ami was like the reincarnation of it. And Nagi was the original human hero that partnered up with the dog against forces of evil. And you'll see this kind of playing out throughout Okami and any iteration afterwards. Like when I did my video on Okami, then it follows the same plot line of, you got a human that befriends the dog, and they go to fight the forces of evil. So not only was this released on PS2, it was also released on Wii. It made its way to Switch and PS4 at one point. So like I said, it's a woodcut watercolor style. It's cel-shaded, so cel-shading is really good for games because it usually holds up pretty well over time. Usually makes the game look pretty good. It uses things like action, platforming, and puzzles to solve as you go through different areas in the game. Let me skip a little bit just so you guys can see like the actual gameplay. I want to spend too long with the story. But anyways, as you're going through and going to different places and ridding the world of evil a little bit at a time, you'll come across different celestial brushes that do different things because there's other gods from heaven that descend to certain areas. Like when you go to them, you'll use your paintbrush and you'll restore a shrine or an area that people observe that deity, and the deity will descend, and then the deity will actually share with you their power. So it's not just Ami's power, but also the power of the other animals from the heavens that give her power to dispense evil. So some of those powers would be like cherry bombs, or um, conjuring water, or being able to create a sun, dealing with fire. There's like a whole bunch of stuff. Oh yeah, and the voice acting always sounds like it's basically like Animal Crossing in that way. It's kind of funny. People said it, the dungeon crawling and using your equipment to solve different puzzles is more akin to The Legend of Zelda. So I don't really blame them for feeling that way. There's also this little guide that's Ami uses in order to, what's it called? This little guy Ami uses named Isun. He's like this little bug guy. He's green. He's really annoying, but he kind of serves as, I guess, this game's version of. I think the butterfly's name was Aerie from Zelda. The one that's like, oh, Zelda, over here, like we gotta go over here. He's like that, but like Isun is more like kind of a shit talker. Like he'll help me, but then he'll be like, oh, wow, Ami, your breath stinks, or oh, Ami, wow, this girl's beautiful, like, and then Ami like swats him away or something like that. Let's go ahead and skip a little bit more of that, because I actually want you guys to see me like run around and everything, and probably do a couple fights. Speaking of fights, combat uses the weapons and techniques, the brush methods you learn. And then you get certain bonuses for how quickly you finish the fight, or not being hit, or things of that manner. You could also use the money that you gain on merchants and dojos to get additional abilities and get some healing items and weapons. After a while, the stronger enemies you fight, when you kill them a certain way, because they'll show like a little thing around them, like maybe a little circle to put a bomb on them. If you kill them a certain way, you'll be able to kill them and then get these things called rare demon fangs, which you can earn through combat. So the weapons can be used to actually improve one of the 3 weapon types you'll get, which is a reflector, which goes on your back. It's like this circle object that goes on your back. A rosary, which are like these beads that go around her neck and they kind of like float around her neck. Really cool. Or a glaive, which is like a giant sword that she can get at another point. So there's a bunch of different things. So here's Ami, running around doing her thing. Oh yeah, you also get the ability to do that, to dig in areas. Yeah, it's... So yeah, definitely, the game is very, very special and different in the way to where it requires you to pay attention to what Issun is saying, unfortunately, but also pay close attention to the areas they're going and what's going on in the story. So you can't summarily, oh yeah, and that's Origin Mirror, that's the save area. So I'm just trying to skip what he's saying a little bit, because we don't need to do that right now. There's also a cool little thing that happens later, because as you can see, there's like little flowers. Oh, actually, not this time, but I guess later on you're able to get little flowers that follow you around as you're running. And much later on in the game, I forgot if it was an upgrade or you just get powerful enough in the game to do it. But the flowers actually turn golden, and you could like go into like a full-on zoomy or burst run, however you want to say it. So it's definitely a really nice game. There's really nothing like this game, to be honest. Even looking back on it now is still amazing to me. Oh yeah, so then you could also have one of the weapons that I spoke about. You can have it as a sub. You have holy artifacts that help you with I believe the holy artifacts. It's not skills, but they help you with like maybe a stat increase or stat bonus. And then you have the little suns there. That's your health, and then you have your yen. And then you have the little parts that I mentioned that you get off the demons. You have those there. You have your equipment here, all your glaives and all that good stuff. Oh yeah, and it'll tell you so right there above where it says the 220 and that shows the little gauge, those are your good, I guess you would say good efforts or good faith. Anytime you do something nice for someone or you help alleviate a problem, you get some of that, so you can pour it into your health, into your ink pot, so you can do as many abilities as you want, into your astral pouch. The astral pouch saves Tracer from death. I actually forgot about that. And then you also have your purse for holding coins, which you probably won't really need to fill that high, but I did anyways. And then you have your skills that you learn from people. Of course, it's empty because this is a new game. You got your logbook as your journal, details what's happening. You have your travel guide. You have your bestiary of enemies you fought. You have your move list. The stray beads are stuff you can collect. I think they're just a collectible. I don't think you get anything per se for getting all of them. You could also collect treasure, which I think you can in fish and animal tomes. I think you get stuff for those. I'm not sure if it's anything super substantial. You could always look at the map. Okay, so now you're gonna get to see what it looks like when you use the brush. It's been a while, so bear with me. It doesn't look perfect. Ah, oh my god. That was so horrible. Okay, now. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. It's not necessarily tracing, but it's fixing what's missing. That's right. Totally forgot about that. It's been so long. There you go. So when you fix that, it'll show one of the zodiac signs, and of course, as you know, there's I think 12 zodiac signs. One of them will pop out in an amazing way, like it's doing right now, and then he'll teach me something. He'll talk to me, and he'll teach me something. Of course, he remembers me because I'm from the heavens as well. Like I said, you could create strong wind. You can fix bridges. There's a number of things you can do. You could also, like I said, use this power in combat as well. You can cut people in half. All those types of things. And I just created a bridge using Stardust. Keep in mind, Ami's not much of a swimmer, but apparently we could swim in Stardust somehow. I don't know how, just go with it. Oh yeah, and there'll be boxes that you can bump into that has some things in there for you as well. You also meet a number of people along the way. Some people that will try to bar your path that are humans, and you'll meet some pretty devious demons that are trying to cause problems and, you know, just create a lot of issues and kill people. All that bad type of stuff. But yeah, this is definitely like a one-of-a-kind game. If you can get your hands on playing this, whether it's on PS2, Wii, Nintendo Switch, whichever you want, it's definitely worth playing for sure, at least once. I played it many years ago. One thing I will say too, it's one of those games where it's not good to kind of stop playing and pick it up again. And what I mean, like, stop playing, like, don't stop playing for a long period of time. Like, it's something, you know, you gotta dedicate your time to. It's gonna take a little time to get good at. There's also side missions in the game that kind of goes with helping people, and they'll give you different things based upon what they need. Sometimes some side missions can't be completed till later because you may not be able to get that specific item you're asking for until a lot later. But yes, like, keep in mind, you're a literal god. You're literally restoring the world in front of you, and you're conjuring things as a little wolf. It's pretty epic. But yeah, as you go along in the story and learn different things, you'll be able to get different spirits to come on your side and help you out. They all have their cool intros, so it's really fun. It's really fun to watch all of them. And yes, they all talk like this. There you go. Cut right through. Only thing I want you guys to see before I stop the video is I want you guys to see me in combat. That's one of the, oh yeah, I forgot there's a little arrow that points you where to go. Forgot about that. I want you guys to see combat first. See how powerful that is? Dude, look at the grass, look at it. There you go, now we're getting into combat. This is what I wanted you guys to see. they have the little health bar at the bottom, right? If I cut, there you go. I get a little something for my troubles. Keep in mind, when you fight bosses specifically, you're gonna need to use your Celestial Brush skills often. Oh yeah, when it goes from like a little sapling all the way up to a pink tree, depending on how well you did. Obviously, little sapling, or in which case, little seeds is doing the worst, and pink tree means you got a perfect score. So definitely, the faster you complete a fight, and the faster, or the least amount of damage you take, you know, the better amount of yen you can obtain. And you can cut 2 at a time. Look at that. Farewell. See, that time I got a perfect score. In case you're wondering, the game does have New Game Plus. That's why I have so much health and so many ink pots, because this is technically New Game Plus for me. I just didn't want to show you guys like end game stuff. I just wanted to show you stuff that's like really early on. We showed you a little bit of combat. I do want to at least get to the main world before I completely stop it, so you guys can see me kind of run around and, you know, explore around a little bit. Okay, the Holy Bone. Usually when you get stuff, it'll tell you like, oh, replenishes your health or your ink pots. Trust me, you're gonna need a lot of ink pots, especially later on when you learn the more complex spells. You're definitely gonna need to have a lot of ink pots. You're gonna need to have a lot of ink pots so that you can do the more complicated ones. And look, when you fix something, everything goes from dark to really light. That's probably one of the more beautiful parts of the game. Like when you fix a valley, like you really feel it, and everything gets better. The water's nice, like beautiful colors everywhere. It's a really nice feeling. Sometimes there may be an area that's really dark and you have to like put a sun there, and then everything looks a lot better. So it's, I don't know, it's just a very fulfilling game. It's a very fun game. Shut up, Isun. Talking all the damn time. But yeah, so being able to like in real time see the change you did with the actions you're having each time is definitely really cool. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't have the restoration one. When you see the little black trees like that, you can tell that there's something wrong there, and you gotta restore something. Yeah, that's more or less Okami. I don't want to like show too much, but that's pretty much Okami. I thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think of the video, how everything turned out. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you can. Share to your friends, all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys around for maybe more PS2 classics. Peace.